Welcome back to Narrated JRPGs Xenogears, Episode 5, Stalactite Cave. In the previous episode, Faye and Citan were captured by Awe forces that are on their way to a prison camp, presumably for stealing a bike. While on the transport ship, waiting on their fate, a sudden attack from a sand cruiser caused their ship to begin sinking. We were able to get off the ship and land safely. Then suddenly we were met by the leader of the sand cruiser, a pirate by the name of Bart. Due to a misunderstanding, Bart thought we were Awe soldiers and attacked us, hoping to get Faye's gear. During the battle, the sand began to sink under our feet. Faye and Bart fall into a cave and have to figure out how to get out. Citan was rescued by a sand cruiser and seemed to know someone who was there in command by the name of Sigurd. We now find Faye and Bart in the Stalactite Cave, a large dark cave, making the gears look small in comparison. Throughout the cave we see old machinery, rusted and destroyed by the winds of time. The cave is not flat though. Large ledges sprinkle the entire landscape.
Hey Faye! My sensors are responding to something.
The camera moves away from Faye and Bart, revealing a high ledge with some sort of device on top with flashing red lights. As the camera moves down, we see a giant boulder blocking an opening in the wall.
There appears to be quite a large cavern on the other side of here. We can get rid of this rock, but I don't think it's possible.
We move towards a large boulder. Columns of sand are falling from the surface onto the floor.
Hey, this is huge. What can we do with this? I doubt you can break it. I guess we could try pushing it. Wait, no matter how you look at it.
Faye proceeds to attempt to push the boulder with his gear.
What the heck are you doing? Hurry up and help!
Bart begins to help push the boulder. The boulder falls from a small ledge, crashing onto the ground.
We can get by if we help each other.
The camera reveals a new part of the cave.
Let's keep it up so we can get out of here. The hydromechanic pipe for my knee is on the verge of breaking down. It's all because of that fall from the ceiling, followed by pushing this mega colossal boulder. It won't be funny if my gear malfunctions in a huge cave like this. Your friends won't come and help us? It'd be a waste of time waiting. They probably won't come. We tend to leave each other to our own devices. They'll think we can escape by ourselves. I wonder if Doc is okay. If you mean that guy you were with, no need to worry. I'm sure our guy saved him by now.
Faye does not respond.
What is it? We wouldn't have fallen in here if only you had listened to me. Don't blame it on me! You should have surrendered instead of challenging me. All I wanted was your gear. Don't be ridiculous. What else was I supposed to do? I thought I might die if I didn't fight you. I was taking it easy on you, couldn't you tell? Then you're a bit dense. Don't lie to me. I know you were serious. What, you want some? Let's have it out, right here.
Faye jumps off the ledge.
Wait! Settling it right here comes first. I won't be able to get anything done until we sell this once and for all. I thought you wanted a truce for now. Getting out of here should come first. Once we're out of here, I'll fight you all you want. Let's hurry up and move on out of here. Just my luck to get stuck with you. Damn it! I'll get you when we get out of here.
We are in a new area of the cave. The camera zooms in on a small lit opening on the other side of the cave. Smoke pours from a chimney, suggesting someone might be living inside.
Who would have ever thought there'd be someone living in a place like this? Let's check it out.
We move towards a small opening. The floor consists of small raised round platforms. Light shines through small holes in the ceiling. We save. The chapter is called Stalactite Cave. We have played for 3 hours, 42 minutes, and 43 seconds. We have 3,432 gold.
Hey Faye, this is a surprise. There's someone living in this place.
It's been a while. Well, I thought I heard the sound of gears. I assume they are yours. Well, anyway, come on back in here. Make yourself at home.
We walk towards an old man. Things are sprawled around a small cave, making a cozy little home. The man seems very old by his portrait, with long gray hair and long gray eyebrows. He wears long robes with blue tops and purple bottoms.
It's been a long time since my last visitor. What happened? Did you fall from the surface?
I guess that's it.
I see. That's too bad. I could tell from the sound that you both ride good gears, but the legs seem to be playing up a bit.
You mean you can tell what's wrong just by the sound of its footsteps?
It's easy to know what's wrong with
We
gears
walk
by the
towards an old
sounds they
man.
make.
Things are
My
sprawled
guess
around a
is
small
that
cave,
one
making
of
a
them
cozy
is a
little
new
home.
hydromechanic
The man
pipe
seems very
with
old by his
joints.
portrait, with long gray hair
making
and
a
long
nasty
gray
sound.
eyebrows.
It must be
He
hard
wears
to
long
walk
robes
with
with
too.
blue tops and purple bottoms.
By the way, the name's Balthazar, but you can call me Old Man Bal.
Oh yeah? So it looks like we've got a real fanatic here, huh? What's an old man like you doing in a place like this?
I guess you can call me a foxcar or a collector of things. There's much to be found lying around in this here stalactite cavern.
A collector, huh? Sounds interesting. The things on this shelf, are they some of the stuff you found?
You mean the fossils? They're one of the things I collect. Feel free to have a look at them.
We walk to a shelf of several skulls.
Around here, you can dig up ancient machines along with human and animal fossils. Notice anything particular on these shelves? They go from oldest on the left to newest on the right.
Are you an archaeologist or something, old man? I don't quite see what you're talking about. They just look like a bunch of old bones to me. Faye, what do you think?
We see 6 animal-like skulls on the top shelf in a straight line, but we only see 4 human-like skulls on the bottom shelf. The 4 skulls are on the right side of the shelf, leaving 2 empty spots where 2 other skulls should be.
Let me see. First, there are no human bones up to here. Then, from here on over to the right, something is slightly different, I guess.
Yes, go back beyond a certain point in time, and human fossils suddenly no longer appear. The point is roughly 10,000 years ago.
What does that mean?
Don't ask me, I don't know for sure, but my guess is there were no humans on this earth before then. At least it appears so.
How could that be? What about all that talk about evolution?
You mean the theory of evolution as taught by the Church of the Ethos, right? You can't trust that. Rather, I believe the old legends and myths.
Legends? Myths?
Haven't you heard of this story?
Ball walks into his study. Faye and Bart follows.
They say that humans and God live together in a paradise in the sky. With God's protection, there was no fear of death, and natural disasters were entirely unknown. Then one day, humans ate a forbidden fruit, which gave them incredible wisdom. But God drove mankind for paradise for their sin. Bitter at having been driven out of paradise, humans used the wisdom they had to make giants. With these giants, they planned to challenge God himself, but God poured his wrath down on them. All who defied God were destroyed, but God himself did not escape unharmed. Taking paradise with them, the wounded God buried himself deep beneath the ocean to sleep for eons. Before going to sleep, God used his remaining power to create right-hearted humans to live on this planet. These people are said to be our ancestors. Well, anyway, I'll stop my ranting now.
By the way, does this cave have...
An exit? There is an exit in the excavation site beyond the sand barrier. You can get outside through there.
Sand barrier? You mean that huge wall you can see from your entrance?
Yes, that's it. On the other side is an old Av excavation site. They built that while Av was excavating to keep the sand from falling in from above. But they stopped working there now.
So how do we open such a huge thing like that?
If it's a wall, you can probably break it down.
Hold your horses there, youngins! No matter how good a gear you have, you'll never break that wall down. It's much too strong. So, let's make a deal.
A deal?
The wall was closed due to the reaction sand sensors. Thanks to that, now I can't get through to the other side either. Maybe it happened when you two fell in here. Were you boys fighting up there or something?
You seem to be able to tell everything. Anyway, so what can we do about it?
It is very simple. You just have to turn off the sand and sensor switches. Doing that will keep the barrier from closing again. While you two are doing that, I'll open it up.
Right, got it.
The sensors are in 2 places. You should see their flashing red lights. Well, good luck then.
Let's go, Bart.
Oh, before you go, I can share some parts in the fuel with you. Just talk to me whenever you need something, right?
Thanks, old man. Well, we'll go and finish our part of the deal then.
We run away from the old man and go to complete our tasks. We return back to Ball after completing our quest.
Oh, good timing. I was just about to open up the sand barrier now.
The wall begins to descend down into the floor, revealing a way out of this place.
Well done, old man.
Our deal is done.
Hey, old man, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What is it?
I've heard somewhere on this planet is a gear far superior to all others. I've heard it was called the God Gear. And was made in ancient times but was hidden away somewhere.
A man-made god, created with the wisdom of God. Such a gear would have the power of 1,000 gears. In a wave of its arm, it could destroy whole cities. Its battle cries would thunder in the heavens. You must be speaking of the Omni Gear.
Do you know anything about it? You know of it? Then perhaps it was what you were speaking about in that tale you told us of the battle with God.
Goodness gracious, you two, boy! Those stories were made to inspire man's soul. But they're only legends. They don't really exist. Anyway, allow me to take a look at your gears. It'll only take a little while, so wait here, please.
Hey, wait! He's gone.
Ball walks outside as we wait in his room.
Hey, Bart. Do you think the gear in that story's buried in the ground somewhere?
I think that's what I've heard.
Could one of the gears we are using possibly be it?
Yeah, right. What are the chances of that happening?
Huh?
The gears that are excavated lately are usually only a few hundred years old, nor nearly as old as the gear in that legend.
Then why were they in the ground?
I don't know. There are no records. Except
Except what?
there must be some truth in the tales they were buried after a great war. The bullet wounds covering most of the gears would appear to confirm that.
You mean there are no records from the last several hundred years? How about before that?
None from either period. The church controls all the records from that time period. Maybe they had some very ancient records too. All we know about our history is from the little pieces that we find for ourselves. Anyway, Faye, what do you make of the old man?
What do you mean?
Why would such an old man live all alone in this abandoned cave?
I don't know. Probably digging for ancient gears or something.
Right! So you think so too?
Hey, I just said that as a joke. Don't take all that stuff seriously. They're only legends, you know.
No, that old man is up to something.
Ah! This can't be!
Huh?
What's wrong, old man?
Camera moves outside, panning around Veltal.
Is this your gear?
Well, sort of.
Where did you get it?
I'm just borrowing it.
The camera is centered on Veltal's face. The screen gains a red hue and we see text in the middle of the screen.
This is the host for the spirit of the Slayer of God.
Wait a moment, what did you just say?
Nothing. I didn't say anything.
No, I heard you. You said Slayer of God. That's what you said, isn't it, old man?
Your gears are fixed. You have no more business here. This is a bad time for me. Be on your way.
Be on our way? Listen here, old man.
We leave the old man's house and continue on our journey out of the cave. After fighting some random monsters, we get stuck on an elevator that isn't powered on. We get out of our gears and take 2 different gondolas to a power relay station to turn the power back on. We return via the gondolas, get back in our gears, and take the elevator down to the bottom level. A chunky, gray, thick gear is flying above us with 2 giant jetpacks. The camera focuses on the unknown gear as it's flying right towards us. It lands and we enter battle. Faye does a heavy attack for 61 damage. The enemy's gear is named Calamity. Bart does Wild Smile to lower Calamity's evade and attack. A black round cloud swirls in the middle of the screen, making it harder for Calamity to hit us. Calamity attempts to attack Bart with a rocket fist attack, flying away from his arms and flying towards Bart, but misses. Bart does a heavy attack for 80 damage, doing a double whip attack. Faye does a light attack combo, Triangle Triangle, which performs Rigiki, punched in twice, then twice more for 154 damage. Calamity does a front flip and flies towards Faye's gear, then lands. Then proceeds to punch Faye for about 33 points of damage, then jumps back. As Faye, we fumble in our menus and eventually select the booster option. This induces a speed up effect or haste, but consumes 2% of fuel per round while activated. Bart does a light attack combo, Triangle Triangle, which does Chain Whip, hitting Calamity for a series of whip attacks dealing 180 damage. Calamity flies to Bart and attempts to whack him in the face, but misses again. Faye lunges towards Calamity and hits him with a heavy attack for 64 damage. Faye goes again and does a light attack combo, Triangle Square, which does Ripu, hitting him for a couple of punches and followed up by a spinning uppercut, knocking Calamity to the ground and dealing 203 damage. Bart hovers forward for a heavy attack of 82 damage. Faye performs a light attack for 15 damage. During each of Faye's turns, he is losing 24 fuel. Calamity launches a bunch of small red missiles from his back and they scream towards Bart. The explosions are everywhere and Bart is knocked to the floor, dealing 468 damage. Bart is at 2,232 health. Faye responds with another Ripu combo for 210 damage. Bart also responds with a Chain Whip for 178 damage. Faye launches a heavy attack for 62 damage. Calamity launches another volley of missiles at Bart for 477 damage. Bart is at 1,755 health. Faye continues to use his stronger attack Ripu for 200 damage. Bart does another Wild Smile and hopes to make Calamity miss more. Calamity launches his arm at Bart but misses. Bart whips Calamity for 81 damage. Faye does a medium attack for 30 damage. Calamity launches another light attack for 52 damage. Faye continues rocking Ripu against Calamity in hopes of knocking him out, dealing 208 damage. Faye is at 442 fuel out of 1200. Bart chain whips Calamity for 178 damage. Calamity flies to Faye and does a light whack for 33 damage. Faye tries to do a heavy whack but only does 63 damage. Bart tries a medium attack but deals 41 damage. Faye performs a Rikiki combo against Calamity for 150 damage. At this point, this is the longest fight we've been in. Calamity with another missile barrage against Bart for 478 damage. He's gotta be feeling that. Bart deals another chain whip for 182. At this point, he's gotta be wondering if Calamity is ever going to go down. Faye does another 65 damage to Calamity, but he stands strong. Can anyone stop this gear? His Royal Thickness launches a fist at Bart but misses. He needs to stop doing that, it never works. Bart does a heavy attack for 81 damage, and finally Calamity falls in battle. His body lies on the ground. As a narrator, I sigh in relief. Camera is on Bart's gear.
What an idiot! Trying to scare us with all show and no power. Eh, Faye?
The camera moves to Faye and does a panning zoom. Faye does not respond.
Anyway, looks like that's the exit. So it'll soon be adios to this old cavern.
Bart turns around to leave, but suddenly Calamity gets up and launches an attack on Bart.
What the?
The camera zooms in on Faye's gear. The screen flashes black and red as the heartbeat is heard.
Get out of the way, Bart!
Veltal moves his hands, palms forwards, towards the sides of his chest, then moves them outwards horizontally. As he does that, a black energy sucks into Veltal. Then Veltal proceeds to perform a combo we've never seen against Calamity. A series of punches, each punch performed with both power and graceful fluidity. Black energy explodes from Veltal's hands with each attack. The final attack with the explosion of black energy, and Calamity disintegrates.
Whoa! What the hell did you just do?
The camera focuses on both Bart and Faye.
Hey! Huh? What do you mean, huh? What the blazes was that? Don't you know? No, I don't know. That was incredible! You just blew that huge thing to pieces. Why didn't you use that technique a bit earlier?
The camera is top down and zooms in slowly on Veltal.
I don't know that technique. I have no idea how I even did it.
Oh well. I guess that doesn't matter. Anyway, thanks for helping me out.
One-track mind.
So now we've gotten rid of that nuisance, let's get out of here, eh, Faye?
We regain control of our characters and proceed to leave the cave. We hop on some ledges onto an old road. Looks like a normal street road that's broken in the end. The road leads out to a cave of light. We are on the surface. We see a barren, rocky, and sandy landscape that goes on for miles. In the distance, we see a small and large mountain.
Wow. I never thought we'd end up here.
Where are we?
The camera pans slowly to reveal Faye and Bart looking at the mountain.
You see the Twin Mountains over there? That's where Breidablik, the royal capital of Av and Fatima Castle, are located. Currently, there's no king living there, though. That's my old hometown.
Hometown.
I'd like to go ahead and settle our dispute, but considering how close we are to the capital of Av, we'd probably get caught. Hey, stop looking so glum, chum. I guess I'll have to get you back to your friends soon or you'll die from fretting or something. Anyway, the rendezvous point with the Yggdrasil is right over there. Don't worry, you'll be meeting your friend in no time at all.
The screen fades to black. Credits. Voice actors: Faye, James Takahashi. Bart, James Patrick Williams. Old Man Bao, Frederick Knight. Narration Writers: Chad Moore. Edited by Chad Moore. If you want to get in contact with any of the talents, please contact Blindaccessiblegaming@gmail.com. This is a passion project made by fans of other amazing people. If you'd like to contribute to this project, please contact us at that email. Xenogears is copyright Squaresoft, 1998. Finally, we'd like to thank everyone who has supported this project. Stay tuned for the next episode.